everyone. Myself Nilofer Manjre. I am allotted with the topic carboxylic acids. So today in this class we are going to learn about carboxylic acids, nomenclature of carboxylic acids, preparation and strength of acidic strength of monodichloroacetic acid. So the topic is carboxylic acids. So as we know, there are many organic compounds with different functional groups. One such among that is carboxylic acids. Okay, so when the organic molecule or organic compounds containing carboxylic group are called as carboxylic acids. So what is the carboxyl group? C double bond O, OH. The organic molecules which contain this carboxylic acid group, carboxyl group, those compounds are known as carboxylic acids. The general formula for the carboxylic acid compounds is RCOOH, where R is an alkyl, aride or hydrogen, alkyl group or aride group or an hydrogen. So these are nothing but carboxylic acid compounds. So next we shall see about the nomenclature of carboxylic acids. Let's see about the nomenclature of carboxylic acids based on IUPAC system. The names of saturated aliphatic monocarboxylic acids are derived from alkanes. Any of the functional group which is attached, we are taking the root word as the alkanes, and the functional group we are giving the name suffix we are adding to it. So alkanes, E is replaced by oic acid. For carboxylic acids, the alkanes root word, in that E is replaced by oic acid. For example, if it is methane, we take it in carboxylic acid, we take it as methanoic acid. So, in general, for all alkanes, we take it as alkanoic acid. For example, CH3COOH. This carboxylic acid is derived from ethane. This is two carbon containing compounds, so it is an ethane. And what it becomes? Ethanoic acid. And for aliphatic, monosaturated, unsaturated compounds, unsaturated containing double bond, it becomes alkenoic acid. For example, CH2 double bond CH, so here one double bond is there, so what it becomes? Propanoic acid. Then next, for saturated, it becomes alkanoic acid. Example is ethanoic acid. For unsaturated containing double bond, it becomes alkenoic acid. Example is propanoic acid. Then next, unsaturated compounds containing triple bonds, it becomes alkynoic acid. For example, CH triple bond C COOH. This becomes propanoic double bond alkenoic acid. With triple bond, it becomes alkynoic acid compound. So this is the small system nomenclature of carboxylic acid compounds. Next, we shall deal with the preparation of carboxylic acids. Preparation of carboxylic acids. There are many different methods for the preparation of carboxylic acids. In that we shall deal with three main methods. First is from alcohols. So what happens in this instance? Primary alcohols on oxidation with alkaline potassium permanganate. What? Primary alcohols on oxidation with alkaline potassium permanganate gives carboxylic acids. That is RCH2OH on oxidation with potassium permanganate. That is KMnO4. It is alkaline. It will give you RCOOH plus H2O. So, primary alcohol on oxidation in presence of alkaline KMnO4 gives you carboxylic acid. For example is CH3CH2OH, that is ethanol on oxidation in the presence of alkaline KMnO4 gives you CH3COOH, that is acetic acid. So, I shall repeat it once again. Preparation of carboxylic acid, first from alcohols. Here, primary alcohols on oxidation in presence of alkaline potassium permanganate gives carboxylic acids. So, the second method of preparation is from cyanoalkanes. Here, cyanoalkanes are hydrolyzed to give carboxylic acid. That is RC triple bond N plus So, cyanoalkanes on hydrolysis in the presence of dilute HCl, it will give carboxylic acid compounds. That is, for example, CH3C triple bond N plus H2O, that is on hydrolysis gives you CH3COOH plus NH3. This is methyl cyanide. On hydrolysis, it will give you acetic acid. So, I'll repeat it. preparation of carboxylic acid from cyanoalkanes. Cyanoalkanes on acid hydrolysis, they will give you carboxylic acid compounds. So, one more important method of preparation of carboxylic acids is by using Grignard reagent. So, the third method of preparation is from Grignard reagent. In this method of preparation, here the carbon dioxide gas is bubbled. It is bubbled through the ethereal solution of Grignard reagent. Which solution we are using? Ethereal solution of Grignard reagent, and the product again it is on hydrolysis gives you carboxylic acid, that is RMgX. This is Grignard reagent. It is passed through carbon dioxide gas and we will get an intermediate product. This again on hydrolysis. This on hydrolysis will give you carboxylic acid. So, the ethereal solution of carbon dioxide gas is passed through the ethereal solution of Grignard reagent to get the product, which again on hydrolysis gives you carboxylic acid. For example, CH3MgBr, that is methyl magnesium bromide. Passed through carbon dioxide is passed through methyl magnesium bromide to give you the intermediate product, which on hydrolysis gives you acetic acid. So, I shall repeat it once again. Third preparation is from Grignard reagent. Here, carbon dioxide gases pass through Grignard reagent to get a product which on hydrolysis gives us carboxylic acid compounds. So, these were the three methods of preparation of carboxylic acid. That is, first was from alcohols, second from cyanoalkanes, and third from Grignard reagent. So next is structure and bonding of carboxylic acid. So structure and bonding. Here we shall see the structure of carboxylic acid. So here two types of bondings are there. Here carbon and oxygen double bonding, carbon and oxygen single bond. So the carbon and oxygen present in the carbonyl group. Here the carbon and oxygen of the carbonyl group, these both are sp2 hybridized. These both are sp2 hybridized. Which gives this carbonyl group a basic trigonal shape. So, because of the sp2 hybridization of this both carbon and oxygen of carbonyl group, it gets a basic trigonal shape. Here, the one more oxygen is present, that is hydroxyl oxygen. This hydroxyl oxygen is also sp2 hybridized. This hydroxyl oxygen is also sp2 hybridized, which allows, because it is again having here lone pair of electrons, because it is sp2 hybridized and it is also having the lone pair of electrons, it disposes its electrons. It can give this donates its electron for the conjugation. Here delocalization of electrons takes place for the generation of conjugated system. So this makes the system planar, because when there is a conjugation, the sharing. So here the planar structure is possible. Here the delocalization of electrons is possible only when there is a planar structure. So because this oxygen is here, these carbon and oxygen are also sp2 hybridized, and hydroxyl oxygen is also sp2 hybridized, and it has lone pair of electrons, which gives these electrons for the delocalization and conjugation of the system.